Deep within the enigmatic realm of the dark dimension, a crimson sky boiled with fiery chaos. Endless landscapes of jagged obsidian cliffs stretched beyond sight, pulsing with malevolent energy. At the heart of this cursed land sat Dormammu, the dread ruler, his form a swirling vortex of cosmic fire and shadow. His fiery visage glared into the infinite dimensions beyond, plotting his next conquest. Dormammu's attention was drawn to Earth once again. He had been thwarted before, by sorcerers, gods, and mortals alike, but this time was different. With the rise of multiversal chaos, the boundaries between worlds were weakening. Dormammu intended to exploit this instability, spreading his influence across the universe. To do so, he required something or someone capable of withstanding the immense energy required to break reality itself. His burning eyes turned toward one man, Bruce Banner, the Hulk. Dormammu's spies had observed Hulk's feats of raw, untamed power. This was no ordinary creature. Hulk was an avatar of primal rage, capable of shattering dimensions with his fists alone. Such a weapon could be harnessed, corrupted, and used to further Dormammu's dominion. Dormammu extended his influence toward Earth, crafting a trap within the veil of dimensions. Using the flickering remnants of ancient magic, he sent nightmares through the astral plane. These haunting visions whispered to Banner, showing him a future where Earth crumbled and his friends perished. A voice, calm yet insidious, spoke of a solution. Unlimited power. The nightmares plagued Banner for days, eroding his resolve and driving him deeper into his Hulk persona. In a secluded forest far from civilization, Bruce Banner paced within, a makeshift cabin. He had isolated himself, fearing the monster within. The recurring nightmares had left him weakened and vulnerable, the line between man and beast growing thinner with each passing hour. Suddenly, the air in the cabin grew. Cold and the shadows danced unnaturally. The voice from his nightmares spoke again, this time aloud. Bruce Banner, it intoned, smooth as silk yet crackling with unholy power. I offer you salvation, a chance to be free of the burden you carry. Step into my domain, and together we can reshape the universe. The Hulk stirred within Banner, roaring in defiance. Yet the promise of freedom lingered in Bruce's mind like a tantalizing poison. Against his better judgment, he allowed the voice to guide him. A portal tore through reality, swirling with violet and black energy. Reluctantly, Bruce stepped through, his form already shifting into the Emerald Giant as the dark dimension's oppressive energy enveloped him. Dormammu waited within his throne room, a fortress built of liquid fire and crystalline darkness. The Hulk emerged from the portal, his towering form pulsing with energy. The Emerald Beast glared at the flaming entity before him, his fists clenching in instinctive rage. Hulk smash! Roared the green Goliath, charging forward without hesitation. Dormammu laughed, his voice echoing like thunder. Yes, Hulk, let your anger grow, let your power surge. With a wave of his hand, he conjured a massive wave of dark energy, colliding with the Hulk and sending him skidding back. Yet, to Dormammu's satisfaction, Hulk only roared louder, his strength increasing. Your rage makes you powerful, Dormammu said, his tone dripping with mockery. But here in my domain, I am your master. Dormammu raised his hands, and the very fabric of the dark dimension bent to his will. Lava erupted from the ground. Jagged spikes shot toward Hulk, and the skies rained down burning meteors. Hulk, however, was undeterred. Smashing through the onslaught, he tore a molten spike from the ground and hurled it at Dormammu with titanic force. The Dark Lord deflected the attack, but was visibly impressed. You are truly magnificent, Dormammu admitted, a creature of boundless strength. But even you have limits. Here, I shall break them. With another gesture, Dormammu unleashed a surge of corruption. Black tendrils of dark magic wrapped around Hulk, seeking to subdue him and twist his mind. The Hulk howled in fury, his body resisting the corruption with sheer force of will. "No one controls Hulk," he bellowed, his aura flaring green and shattering the dark magic around him. Dormammu grinned. "Good. Resist me. The stronger you become, the more useful you will be." Unbeknownst to the Hulk, every moment of resistance only fed Dormammu's trap. The Dark Lord's true goal was not to defeat Hulk, but to push him to his absolute limits, drawing out every ounce of his latent power. Once that power reached its peak, Dormammu would siphon it, bending the Hulk's rage to his will and tearing. Open the multiverse. As the battle raged on, the Hulk's fury grew, and so too did Dormammu's malevolent laughter. The stage was set for an epic confrontation, but the stakes were far greater than the Hulk realized. If he failed to resist Dormammu's plans, he would become the ultimate weapon of destruction, enslaved to a master who sought to plunge all of creation into darkness. The question was no longer if Hulk could fight. It was whether even his unmatched strength would be enough to resist the corruption of Dormammu's will.
Are you just watching?
Subscribe, please.
The dark dimension trembled under the ferocity of the clash. Hulk's roars shook the very foundation of Dormammu's throne room, sending cracks through the obsidian ground. Dormammu's laughter reverberated through the air, his flaming form towering over the emerald beast. The air was thick with dark energy, each moment a chaotic blend of raw power and cosmic malevolence. Hulk charged forward, his fists blazing with green energy, each step leaving craters in the ground. He leapt high into the air, aiming a devastating punch at Dormammu's fiery skull. The Dark Lord raised his hand, summoning a shield of pure dark matter. Hulk's fist collided with it, creating a shockwave that tore through the dimension. The shield shattered, and Dormammu staggered back, his flames flickering with agitation. "You dare defy me?" Dormammu bellowed, his voice like an earthquake. "I am a god in this realm." Hulk didn't respond with words. His actions spoke. For him, he ripped a chunk of molten rock from the ground and hurled it at Dormammu with the force of a cannonball. The projectile struck the Dark Lord, momentarily extinguishing part of his form. Dormammu roared in anger, retaliating with a blast of pure dark energy. The beam struck Hulk square in the chest, sending him hurtling through a spire of black crystal, which shattered into a million shards. Hulk groaned, but rose to his feet, his muscles swelling as his rage grew. His skin glowed faintly, his gamma energy reaching unprecedented levels. "Hulk, smash everything!" he roared, his voice a thunderclap that resonated across the dark dimension. Dormammu floated above, weaving spells with movements too fast for mortal eyes to follow. Black chains of dark energy erupted from the ground, snaking toward Hulk. The chains wrapped around him, tightening with each passing second. Hulk roared, straining against them, his body trembling with effort. "You cannot break free, creature," Dormammu said with a cruel smirk. "You are but a pawn in my game." But Hulk's defiance knew no bounds. With a guttural roar, he pulled against the chains, his muscles bulging to impossible sizes. The ground beneath him cracked, and the chains snapped with a deafening sound. A wave of gamma energy exploded outward, sending Dormammu reeling. Hulk leapt toward Dormammu, his fists glowing with gamma radiation. He struck the Dark Lord repeatedly, each blow shaking the dimension. Dormammu grunted with each hit, his form flickering as he struggled to maintain control. "You are stronger than I imagined," Dormammu admitted, his voice tinged with annoyance. "But strength alone is not enough to defeat me." Dormammu summoned a portal, and from it emerged shadowy creatures, twisted abominations that snarled and lunged at Hulk. The green behemoth roared, smashing them with ease, their dark forms dissipating under his might. Yet for every creature he destroyed, more poured forth, surrounding him in a swarm. Dormammu seized the moment, raising both hands to the sky. The crimson clouds above swirled, and a massive spear of condensed dark energy materialized. "With this I end you," Dormammu declared, hurling the spear toward Hulk. The weapon struck Hulk with a cataclysmic force, creating a massive explosion that engulfed the area in a blinding light. For a moment, there was silence. Dormammu watched, expecting to see nothing but a crater where Hulk once stood. But from the smoke emerged the Hulk, his skin glowing with a blinding green aura, his eyes burning with pure rage. The attack had only fueled his power further. "Hulk is strongest!" he roared, leaping into the air. He landed directly in front of Dormammu and delivered an uppercut that sent the Dark Lord crashing into his throne, shattering it into pieces. Dormammu groaned, his form flickering. For the first time in millennia, the Dread Lord felt something he hadn't experienced in eons: fear. Hulk was a force of nature, an unstoppable storm that even Dormammu's might struggled to contain. Realizing brute force would not be enough, Dormammu changed tactics. He began chanting in an ancient tongue, summoning a vortex of dark energy around them. "If I cannot defeat you, I will consume you," he declared. The vortex grew, pulling at Hulk with tremendous force. Dormammu's plan was clear: to absorb the Hulk's limitless energy and make it his own. Hulk dug his feet into the ground, resisting the pull. His muscles strained and his roars grew louder. "Hulk won't lose!" he bellowed, slamming his fists together. The resulting shockwave disrupted the vortex, causing it to collapse in on itself. The backlash struck Dormammu, his fiery form dimming further. Hulk charged one final time, his fists glowing brighter than ever before. With a mighty leap, he brought both fists down onto Dormammu, unleashing a cataclysmic blow. The impact created a massive explosion of green and black energy, tearing through the dark dimension. When the dust settled, Dormammu lay weakened, his form barely holding together. Hulk stood over him, his chest heaving, his aura blazing. "You cannot defeat me," Dormammu rasped, his voice faint. "Hulk already won," the green giant growled, turning away. But as Hulk prepared to leave, Dormammu's voice echoed once more. "You think this is over? My power is eternal. You cannot escape my grasp, Banner."